Really quickly, I am getting close to posting again. A lot closer than what I was last week. Nothing actually happened, that you could see. I didn't do anything in particular. There weren't any action items that I could say, I did this and this and this. It took me every day telling myself that you're going to post, you're going to post, you're going to post, you're going to post. Just like it took me every day for several weeks to say, you're going to go to the gym, go to the gym, go to the gym. It sort of happens and it sort of sinks in. And the more I do it to myself, the more I want to do it for others. I don't know. It just bothers me. Like, so many people aren't reaching their potential, and there are people that I'm not ever going to reach, right? So it sucks because I understand how hard it is. I don't want to post and I don't want to make videos, and I have all these things that I'd rather do, but I am not in the position to do them. I don't have the resources or whatever the case may be. I just don't have the capacity to do it. And, not from lack of trying, just a lack of understanding how to get there. Really, there isn't a rule book. There isn't a guidebook. I can read until my eyes fall off. And until I start actually doing things and understanding what makes me uncomfortable, but I'm willing to become comfortable with, I have to actually try things out, like videos, like posting. I feel like every single time I get on these videos, my air conditioning comes on and it's super loud, so I'm so sorry. But I really want to be the person I wish I had. I really want to be the example that I wish I see or seen. I constantly dream about just talking to people about believing in themselves, about setting boundaries, about caring about things that actually care to you and not what was projected onto you. My family is huge on that. They were raised to always do this and do that, and not just be like... That don't make me happy, so I can't continue believing in that. I can't continue following that rule. I can't continue trying to convince myself or teach myself that lesson that they're trying to have me learn is worth learning. I am constantly unlearning things because I realize that either they don't affect me, like how people dress, what they like do to their hair, or most physical things, whether or not somebody has a disability. Like I don't like that I was raised thinking that someone disabled was legitimately disabled. Like, no, they're different and they can't do certain things, but that doesn't hinder them, that doesn't make them weak, that doesn't make them incapable. And I think that's the biggest thing is growing up, disabled meant incapable, and that's just That's just not true. So I try harder now not to treat people that way. Not like I'm coming in contact with a bunch of people. I am still quarantined. It's just, I want to make a conscious effort for when I see people struggling or see people upset to either not add to that struggle or anger, or to at least be a glimmer of light. So I don't want to take out my frustrations. I really want to figure out, if somebody comes to me angry, that I don't have to meet them with that same anger, because I'm not actually upset. I might be annoyed at their tone and the fact that they're yelling and they might be calling me names, but that ends at some point in time. Like, people can't just yell at you to no end every single day, all day. So, I really want to get to the point where I just think about that, this is going to end. I don't have to actually deal with this for too much longer. And then I really want to get to a point too, especially as I think more and more about marriage, where if someone is yelling and calling me names, that I focus on the content that they're talking about. What actually is upsetting you? Why did what I do trigger you so much that you felt the need and the desire to disrespect me? And I get that it wasn't intentional, you were frustrated, but I want to be able to at least listen to you so that I can properly adjust what I'm doing if I care for you. And that's a huge one. That's only if I care for you. I love everyone, but I'm not going to care about everyone. I'm just not, because caring means I have to be concerned about your opinion and your livelihood for me. And that's just not something that I'm willing to waste. I only have so much that I'm willing to give out. And that's a boundary for me. Like, it's what helps to keep me healthy, mentally and physically, and however else you want to view it, That's how I have to do it. There are other ways, and I invite you to find those ways, and I look forward to the day that you do. But in the meantime, that's my truth. I don't really come from a background, and a lot of people don't, where people listened. And what I mean by that is, if I'm talking to my parents or talking to my siblings, it was a constant moment of, I'm listening to you to respond, not I'm listening to you to help you figure it out. And so I want to change that. And I want to change it before I have kids. I want to change it before I get married. I want to be the change that I want to see in the world. So that's why I make these videos. Because I don't feel like other people are doing it, and I know that it's possible. I literally see people do it on social media, and I get that social media isn't the full picture, but it is realistic enough to understand that people who are truly passionate about something and are following their passion are being the example that they want to be, or they want to see, to the best of their ability. I'm sure there is something in their head that wants to be more, and they'll figure out how to get there. just like I want to be more, and I'll figure out how to get there, as will you. So I hope you have a happy day. I look forward to the days where I start posting again. And I just really, really hope that you find happiness, because it really is the most important thing. I know so many people think about all these survival things, but you're just not, it's so much harder to get there. I'm not going to say that you're not going to get there, but it's so much harder. It really is if you're unhappy. It's so much harder to figure out what to do next when you're miserable. And there's just all these quotes out there that talk about it. You know, there was one earlier I was listening to about when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Like, it's so much easier said than done. And I am here to tell you, like, that's true. But you are capable of doing it, of putting in the work, of dealing with the task that's not easy. You are capable. And I believe in you more than you believe in you. And I know that I do, because you will be doing the things that you want to see in the world. You will be the change that you want to see in the world. Or you would at least try, like I'm trying. So I hope you have a happy day. I love you so much. And I really wish you the best. Please start trying, because you're going to be trying for the rest of your life at something. You're always going to be growing. There isn't a point where you're just going to be like, yes, I made it, I'm done, I don't have anything else that I need to do. I can just live out the rest of my life happily ever after. If that's what you're trying to attain, that's not likely going to happen. And I'm sorry. So I will stay over here and continue cheering for you, and I will love you at a distance until I don't have to. And for some, that might be forever, and others, like, I'll see you soon. Until then, though.